Yo, this message for you. I mean, whoever. Like, Spirit put this on my heart to say. So I just like got to. That, it won't let me. Won't let me sleep. So this is for anybody that's feeling like Job, because I know exactly what that feel like. I'm gonna read a verse right here from Job. Right here, this gonna be Job chapter 38, verses 3 to 5. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer me you will. Where was thou when I laid the foundations of the earth, declared, and if thou hast understanding, who has laid the measure thereof, if thou know, or who has stretched the lines upon it? What's crazy about that, without getting deep into that, and it's just on my spirit to say, like Job, I was getting beat up in my life. Friends crossed me, people cheated on me, family turned on me, things like that. And I felt like Job. I was like, why? What I do? You know what I'm saying? God, I know I've done things, in this world. All of it wasn't nice, but I'm like, what to deserve to lose everybody and everything? I had that talk like that with God. And for the first time, I had never heard the rest of what God say. People always say Job went through stuff, and God and the devil, they was like, betting on him to see if he was on crack or whatever. But like, at one point, Job was like, look, man, like, I'm super hurt. Like, if I did something wrong, like, let me know. I'll wear it, like a badge of honor, I'll definitely be trying to change my life or do whatever. If I did it and it deserved all of this, then let me know. God came through like, skirt. Like, look, man, who are you? Like, straight up. Like, go ahead and stand up and answer me like a man. Like, where was you when I laid down heaven? When I hooked up earth? And so I felt as God was saying the same thing to me. He goes deep into, please read, read the Bible, get into that. But he goes into, I'm there for the Ravens kids, on the top of a mountain crying to God. I'm there, he understand the horse's heart, fearless, running into battle, like things that your mind couldn't even think of when you thinking that you're going through stuff in life. And then to think that you have, really the audacity to be mad at God because of the way things are going in your life. I know God understand what be going on, because you still exist, and if you didn't exist to complain, somebody had to be looking out for you. I don't know the message that this is for, It's been so hard for me to try to put myself out here on these channels and do whatever, reading cards and everything out there. But, sometimes this stuff be hard. It's almost like watching a TV show or something, like real talk. It's like, you're tuning into people's energies, whether they, up or down, positive or negative or whatever, though. But like, in a real reality, though, you just want to do what you're supposed to be doing. You want to do what you was born to do. You get caught up, in the politics, love and cheating and all these things like that, you know what I'm saying? You have to go back to square one, back to the basics, like straight up, like God, like, what you want me to do? You know? And that's where I am, you know? I am a mixture of a whole bunch of different things, you know, and they make me me. And through my experiences and things that I've been through in life, you know what I'm saying, I really just be wanting to offer up some of that knowledge to the stuff so you don't have to go through all the craziness like I did. Like straight up. I feel as though just talking, whether you feeling it or not, this is for somebody. That people go through stages, and stage I'm in right now is like the Jesus stage. You know, you see a lot of rappers feeling it and they put the little crown on and they're like, oh, I'm getting crucified and all of that, but like that's a real thing. Like straight up, you know, your friends turn on you, your family turn on you, you know what I'm saying? People talking about you left and right, you know what I'm saying? And you like, why? Throwing rocks at you, all this, you know what I'm saying? And not one person asking, you know what I'm saying? What's the real thing? What's really happening? Like, what did you do? You know? And that's the more I start reading, you know, I start reading the Bible and it starts saying like that path is narrow. You know what I'm saying? That leads to God, you know what I'm saying? And not the wide one. And at first I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? And that mean like when something's narrow, it's hard for a bunch of people to fit in that. You know what I'm saying? And if the path is all wide, like everybody want to join, everybody want to kick it or whatever. But it seems like when you really start going deep into what God wants you to do, you know, look, you listen, nobody. But you and him. And yes, that's real. But, you know, this message just is like, as I look at my cars, as I look at these messages and I look at all these things, you know, sometimes I wish, you know, I knew exactly what to say. I knew exactly what to do for whoever it is. But sometimes I don't. I'm here for anybody who needs some hope, you know what I'm saying? Who just, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you all alone, you just want to hear somebody talking and rambling. Yeah, it is, you know? So, you know, I'm sitting back chilling, and I'm like, why? You know, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Pull a couple cards myself just to keep the things motivated, keep it going. Really, you know what I'm saying? It's like life be kicking you in the butt. Real talk. Life be lifing. And it's kind of like, what's inside of you? Like, what do you really want to do? You know? What's the rhythm? You know what I'm saying? In your life. I have been through the ringer, up and down, left and right. The motivation that I want to give to people is that you just can't give up. Like, who do that? You know what I'm saying? Where they do that at? Everybody want to get deep into the collective and this and that, and positive and negative gonna always be there. Karmic, all of that's gonna always be there. But for those people in your heart, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? There's many ways, you know what I'm saying, straight up to get up the mountain. It really is. You know, whatever you believe, whatever you do, however, you know what I'm saying, you get to that light. But, you know, whatever it is, it got to do with God. Like, Like, I don't even know, like, why am I here? You know, what am I trying to say to people? But this is to somebody that's just like me. You sitting back, you all alone, you ain't got nobody to talk to. You waiting to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You waiting to expand, but you don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you like, God, like, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Just give me the instructions, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? E, F, G. But, you know, it's kind of rough. You know, if it was just so easy as being a basketball player, being a football player, something like that, it's crazy. It's balance. And I think about balance myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, of what? You know, your good, your bad, what you perceive as bad, what you could perceive as just maintaining your peace, you know what I'm saying? Standing your ground. Making sure, like, even if you got haters out there in the world, you know what I'm saying? That's on them to feel the way they want to feel. Like, long as ain't nobody messing with you, touching you, doing stuff like that, you can hate, do whatever you want to do. That's on you. But, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're not hating on me. Like, that's just real. And so it seems like myself, we all want perfection. I just want to be perfect. I want everything to work right, get the white picket fence, do all the right things. I want my kids to be like, you're the best daddy in the whole wide world, all these things. But I got a past just like everyone else. I've cheated, lied, done things, sold things, took things. And everybody has a past. The mind is not pretty. It's not super clean, nothing like that. But it's real. Like, straight up. I live, I exist. No friends, no family, no nothing. Like, no body around me, God, ancestors. Doing me. Like, straight up. Trying to find my purpose. And do what God asks of me. And then life just kind of fall in place. Like, straight up. But like laziness, I can't even lie to you. There's things, you know what I'm saying, that's out there that, you know, you may want to do. You just think you know what I'm saying, like, I'm poor. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the bread for it. I know exactly what you mean. Look at me out here trying to put out videos on the YouTube, you know what I'm saying, to put myself out there, you know. And it's crazy, you know. Definitely trying to man up. That's so wild, you know what I'm saying. I'm pulling it the next one. Archangel Ariel out there looking out. I do feel like the angels is all around at this moment, at this time. And all praises be to God, like, straight up. So why talk about feeling like Job, things like that? This is, you know what I'm saying, for me, this is for people that are deeply trying to understand what is the journey that you're trying to take in general. I can only speak on myself. I don't know about other people, you know. But I'm on that journey, like all people, to be as close to the divine as possible. And in order to do that, I look at it like it's the dawn. God is like the dawn. You know what I'm saying? When you see the dawn, you bow, kiss the ring. You give praises be. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing exists without it. Like, but also too, when you go to the dawn know what you done. You know the rules. And the Don don't really need to say nothing. And now I kind of understand about people coming to God, you know what I'm saying, with your head up or your head bowed. I pray every day. And some of those days, I definitely don't have my head up, because before God started looking out for me day after day, I was like, man, I said that I wasn't going to do that again, but I did do that again, and I'm sorry for that. And then here go the next day, I did it again, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the Don, he don't got to say nothing. The Don, he look up, and then he lean in. And then the Don is like, do I need to say something? No. So the same thing like Job, you know, we start asking God why all these things start happening to me and all this stuff like this. It's like, if you know the rules and you know who I am and you know how I get down and you know things like that, you know I got you. But don't ever come at me all wild and crazy or nothing like that. Because you like this and I'm like off the scale. And that's humbling to me. That's real power. That's like trying to fight a giant. It's like humbling to me. Who do I think I am? To feel so stressed, to be like it's whatever. You always gonna be looked out for. God always gonna look out for you no matter what position you in, rich, poor, whatever. But you know the rules for the Don. You know what I'm saying? And when you go and you go speak to God and you go, you know, holler at him, you know, is your head up or is your head down? Lately my head been up, you know. More positive, feel better as I speak to him. And God like, oh, put that out there. Go tell people about that. Here I am. I want to be a part of the tarot card reading community and things like that. And I see people channeling and they getting in, and everybody has these beautiful gifts that God blessed them with. And I'll be like, that's my style. Like, who am I talking to? Who is this for? God, just man, do it, man. Do it, man. Put yourself out there for whoever it is. And if this is just for one person, it's just to give you faith. Just to straight up give you faith out there to hang in there and do what you need to do. This guy's looking out for you. I ain't even looking. Let me just see what that's going to say. Acceptance. Crazy. I ain't even saying that. Like, you see the card. Angel right out there. The world is a crazy place. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know our part in it. So you can't control that. You can only control you. Your happiness, your sadness, whatever. Man, it's crazy. Say to stretch out, you know. That's so crazy. Like, trying to have the right words or the right things to say that motivate things and motivate people, the things that motivate me. I sit back, I think about making my family happy, making myself happy, making God happy. No matter what cards you pull or whatever you say, deep down inside, you just want to be on track. And so if you're off track and you feel like things are happening to you and it's all wild and it's all crazy, maybe that's because you need to sit back and think about what exactly am I doing and who am I doing it for? myself, I live my life like like King Solomon. You know, I want to know everything. Put myself in every situation. Try to see if I can get out of it, learn it. But no matter how many times I try myself, like there's always something you don't know. It's always somebody out there faster, quicker than you. You know, no matter how much money you have, I mean, women or men or whatever, however you get down, no matter how much of that you have, it's like chasing the wind without God. So it's like, no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it is, how wild it is, or whatever, like, you know, even when you're on top, it feels empty without God. So even though you feel alone, you ain't never alone. God always watching, even if he's send some crazy dude out on the tube, you know what I'm saying, to talk to you and tell you, like, I got you. I'm looking out for you. I send my people out there to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. I read that thing from Job, and God goes in, and Job is like, my bad. I shouldn't even open my mouth to you like that, God. I was like, you know what I'm saying, tweaking because I was, you know, going through it. But God wasn't tripping on him. Wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like going crazy or nothing. But he just had to stun a little bit, like, even though you going through stuff, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be right there right when the time comes. But, you know what I'm saying? Do you know how many snowflakes is out there? Do you know what I'm saying? Can you call lightning? Do you know? Nah, you have no idea what God doing. Neither do I. But what's so crazy? Message always seem to be right on time. And that's real. So that's me dropping a little knowledge. I don't know where that's gonna go, where it's gonna be, who this is for though. But you know what I'm saying? Pull one card just to make it end it well like that. Love yourself. And love yourself mean cut your hair, work out, clip your nails, love some part of yourself. Go buy some more shoes, clothes, something. Love yourself every single way you can. Peace.